Hi Garima, welcome to BW Security World's 40 Under 40 Awards. Uh, what are the biggest security threats businesses face and how can they address them?
I think the biggest security threats businesses face today are insider threats. And the best way to deal with them is to ensure that you have security protocols and those security protocols are implemented in the sense that you have to save your intellectual property. You have to ensure that the employees do not use any information or any information which is not taken out. Obviously, you cannot monitor your employees 24/7, but the best you can do is to mitigate risks. Yeah.
How has the role of corporate security evolved with the rise of digital transformation?
Yeah. The role of corporate security has really, really evolved with the rise of digital transformation. And I think the positive takeaway from that is that, as per some report, 25% of women are there in cybersecurity. In fact, I do not have a technical background, but only due to my thought leadership on 8th of March this time, I was one among 50 influencer in cybersecurity women, right? So this space, the moment the digital transformation happened, we are no longer looking at security as a man's job to physically protect people from, let's say a robbery or anything which will involve a conflict. Now, since the money is digital, you know, technology, thieves are also using technology. Nobody is going to go after paper money. People are going to go after your UPI IDs, right? So that also makes it more inclusive for women.
How do you see AI automation impacting security strategies in future?
AI will impact security strategies in a big manner. Only in this past decade, CCTV camera was a boom in India, for instance. Right now, every place has a CCTV camera. I think Delhi has maximum number of CCTV cameras, maybe down only by Ahmedabad, if I'm not wrong. I have to check on that. But the fact is that with deepfakes, the authenticity of what you're seeing on video will also be questioned, right? So, yeah, and this is due to AI generative models, right? Microsoft is going to come up with Vasa One. In that, there are audio driven synthetic faces which talk just like humans do. The moment that happens, there's going to be a boom, right? And actually, if you think if you look into it or do a little bit of research into it, you'll realize that there's a lot of information out there and there are a lot of apps for deepfake generation, but very little information on deepfake detectors. It's not that they are not there. It's not that these IT companies do not know that. It's just like how when the computers had started, the bad thing in the technology is always done first, right? For nuclear power, there are so many multiple uses, but first, the atom bomb. When computers came in, internet came in, the first thing people used to, the maximum time people used to spend in India was watching porn. Now porn is nowhere to be seen on the internet, right? So with deepfakes, first the misuse is going to happen. Once the misuse proliferates to a unmanageable situation, only then big IT companies are going to come up with detectors, and that is going to be the selling point. I believe that, unfortunately, all of us are value proposition, be it the government, be it these big companies, and law enforcement and regular Joes and Janes are the people who suffer. With DPDP Act, the government is going to levy a lot of penalties on big corporates if there is data theft, right? But if there is data theft, what do you do? We'll have to go to law enforcement, we'll have to again go to the government, right? Who are empowering? Microsoft is empowering, Google is empowering. Today on YouTube there are more than 100 sites, sorry, 100 videos of nudify of tutorials on nudify apps, which is basically how to remove clothes from a woman's picture. Right, and this is Google because Google owns YouTube. They can easily take it down. Why aren't they taking it down? Because this is going to be a value proposition for them later on when they sell their detector. Yeah.
As a person belonging to this industry, what is that one big AI innovation that you see upcoming in the corporate security or risk management sector?
Maybe because I'm an entrepreneur, I would like to say it is my detector. My company is Bridgy Security International, and I have come up with Dheeraj, actually with the help of a software developer named is Sahil Islam. Dheeraj stand for Deepfake Handling Engine for Expert Recognition and Authentication of Judgments. And the USP of this particular detector is that we can detect a imposter during a live video conference. So let's say if there's an online examination going on and somebody else is sitting instead of somebody else, we are able to detect that. So, and I think what is really important in private security industry is to take proactive measures. Deterrence is passe. If there's a CCTV camera and we are saying that the thief is not going to come because there's a CCTV camera, that is not going to happen. Thief is going to come and ensure that the CCTV camera is not functional, right? So deterrence is no longer a way to protect yourself. The only way to protect people and the only way to protect others is that taking proactive measures. We should not have reactive solutions, we should have proactive solutions.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. It was lovely talking to you.